Good morning and welcome back to the Vision Alignment Show, where we all need to understand, it would help if we understood how important it is to have our core beliefs, our core values aligned with our vision. That's why we talk so much about vision alignment on this show and on other shows as well. But I got to tell you, today is a great day. It's a great day to be alive. But I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. If you want to hear more, stick around. Thanks. And good morning. So this is great. I'm so glad you're here with me. This is phenomenal to be able to get to spend the morning with you like we do almost every day. I mean, it's been great to be doing this for, almost the past year as we've gone through the pandemic. You know, we've gone through quite a learning curve. I know that I have, at least from my perspective, where I've learned so much about this platform that we're on. And obviously, then you've hopefully learned some from me about blind spots. Hope you've learned a little bit about your vision. But what I want to talk with you about today is leadership. What does leadership mean to you? So I had a breakfast meeting. And yes, I'm finally back in the mode of having breakfast meetings. Not regularly, but at least every once in a while. And I had this breakfast meeting, but I'm not able to drive. So I said to the person that was coming to get me, or person that I was meeting with, I said, pick me up at my house. And I think I worded a little differently than that. I said, would you be willing to pick me up at my house? But that's not normal for somebody to ask or to just say. If you want to meet with me, that's fine, but you need to come pick me up. Well, I didn't do it quite that way. I wasn't quite that bold or whatever about it, but it was good because that whole experience led this person to realize that was a form of leadership. Now, I didn't say that because I wanted to be a leader or because I thought I was being a leader. It's just what I did. I mean, that's just who I am. It's just what I do. So am I forward for asking that? No, I don't think so. I think people appreciated that. I know this person did. So anyway, that's a little bit about what we're going to talk about today in terms of leadership. But before we go there, and we talk too much about that, I want to talk with you about how important it is for us to build this community that we have. So if you would share this video out with as many people as you can think of on your timelines, and then put a picture of you winking in your timeline. And when you wink, I want you to tag me and put in a hashtag of Brian with one eye and a hashtag of winking with Wagner. Now, what that'll do is I'm hoping that you'll begin to think about what makes you unique. And if you can understand what makes you unique, then you can understand how I can use that, how I can leverage that to make someone else's life better. So from my perspective, I know what makes me unique, and it's not my eye. What makes me unique is my positive personality and how I'm able to share my story, how I'm willing to share my story with other people in order to have an impact on their lives. Now, most people in my condition, I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would do this. I don't think they would share the story. I don't think they would tell about all the gory details. Tell about the hard times where, I've been very, very low. They wouldn't do that, but I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to help you. I want to be able to help you to encourage other people that are different from you. That is the whole goal behind everything I do. It's to encourage other people. Now, my kids and wife will tell you that I'm an encourager. That's who I am. I'm a positive person. Again, that's who I am. But I want to do that. I want to help you to be that person as well. I want to help you to encourage other people. So that's the whole idea, is to help you. So if there's ever anything that I can do for you, by all means, let me know. Let me know. Oh, that's great. So think about the aspect of me telling someone, that I wanted them to come pick me up. Or I would meet with them, but the only caveat is I need you to drive, or I need you to pick me up. So yes, I have breakfast at a similar place every day, but they know me. They know I like coffee. They know what I usually like to eat. But those are things that are products of this. So the real point of this is to understand that when I had the conversation with the person that was coming, that I was going to meet with, I said, here's my address. So come pick me up. And yes, I said it a little differently, but it's important to know that I didn't leave any leeway. I didn't have to explain myself. So too many times we explain ourselves when we don't really need to. We just need to tell the other person what we want. If we can get to that without the whole explanation, in some instances, it's important. But most instances, it's really not. What's important is that you tell the person what you need. So this also could go into the Radical Vision for Disability show, with telling people what you need without explaining yourself and making it perfectly clear why you need what you need. Just tell them what you need. So that is a form of leadership. Where does it come from? Where do I get this idea that, I want to jump right to the chase? I want to cut to the chase and understand that, letting this person know what I need is more beneficial than any of the surrounding information, because that whole surrounding information stuff, it doesn't matter, because I want to make sure that they understand why, or not understand why, but understand that I am in need of this transportation for this meeting. So that is why I think that that's where it's come from. Everything I credit to my dad. So my dad it was a guy that was very gregarious, very maybe gregarious is not the right word, but he was very good-natured, always had a smile on his face, but at the same time, he was not afraid to tell you what he wanted. And having said that, I'm sure there were many times where he just cut to the chase. He didn't go through the entire explanation of everything. He just told you what he wanted. So in leadership, and I've been in many leadership roles with different organizations, whether it be boards of directors or whatever the case may be. But when you get to a point where you're in the presidential role, or you're a leader for a committee, or you lead your family, whatever the case may be, if you help them by letting them know what you need, then all the guessing is taken out of it. They don't guess or question your motives. They don't question your potential. They don't question your actions if you just tell them what you need. So that's a little bit about where it came from. And so then the next question that I get asked is, how do you see that manifesting itself? Why do you ask those questions, or why do you give those directives? Well, I give those directives because that's what I would want if I was in their shoes. I don't like to always go to a meeting where I have a lot of additional information that I don't really need in order to make decisions, because that's generally why you're at a meeting, at least from a board of directors perspective. You're there to make decisions about the forward progress of that organization. So you're not there for all of this additional information that, it's great, but that's not the reason. So that's how it manifests itself with having the conversations that are the most beneficial to the organization moving forward on those changes, moving forward on those decisions that you make. And when you make decisions, you sometimes will make changes. But that is really how I would say that it manifests itself. It comes out in meetings where, you're direct. You don't beat around the bush. You make sure that you stick to a timeline. You make sure you stick to an agenda. You make sure that people are prepared, because they're going to know when you get ready to have this meeting, you're going to want to cut to the chase. You want to know how to move forward. And that's why sorry, my voice got caught up with me. But that's why those characteristics are leadership characteristics. So that is what we were going to talk about today. And I want to make sure that if there are any questions that I have from any of you, let's see who's on this morning. Rhonda, good morning this morning. I'm glad to see you on. It's nice to see you, and happy Mother's Day coming up soon. That's awesome. Who else do we have on? Anybody else that's on, please put in a hashtag live. And if you're listening on replay, put in a hashtag replay. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know about them. And we'll definitely move forward with getting you responses to those questions. One last thing. If you are at a situation where you want more information about what it is that I do, go to brianwagner.live, and you can sign up for my Vision Insights, and that is something that will help you to get more information about me and what it is that I do. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about this morning. I appreciate you all being on here. This has been phenomenal. I'm just so thankful for this community and this platform. So again, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. And if there's ever anything that I can do for you, let me know. But as always, remember to keep one eye on the road. Bye.